Ling Yu just arrived to share a revelation with everyone, but Ling Shang disagreed, stating that Ling Yu's words were mere rumors. However, she never anticipated that Chairman Ling had already regained consciousness when Ling Yu visited him covertly. Ling Fong then confronted Chairman Ling, expressing concern that his beloved younger son was on the verge of destroying the company's foundation. Despite this, Ling Shang was adamant, convinced that no one could undermine his authority. Ling Shang was certain that he held the majority of shares, granting him the ultimate say. To everyone's surprise, Chairman Ling announced his decision to allocate 20% of his shares to Ling Yu. Nonetheless, this move did not surpass the 30% threshold held by Ling Shang. In a bold move, Ling Fong stood up and relinquished 10% of his shares to Ling Yu, leveling the playing field. Ling Shang questioned Ling Fong's loyalty, asking why he would give shares to an outsider. In response, Ling Fong declared that Ling Yu was just as much his younger brother as Ling Shang. Ling Shang then proposed a vote among the shareholders to determine who should stay and who should leave. However, An Xin intervened, asserting her ownership of 5% of the shares, all of which she pledged to Ling Yu. This unexpected turn meant that Ling Yu now held more shares than Ling Shang. Ultimately, the shareholders rallied behind Ling Yu, and Ling Yu promptly notified the authorities of Ling Shang's misdeeds. An Xin and Ling Yu rushed to the hospital, where they discovered that Gu Yuanchao had a brain tumor. Meanwhile, Shiner was under police scrutiny, and Yang Hong was also hospitalized. Although Gu Yuanchao's surgery was successful, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. An Xin was deeply saddened, knowing that Gu Yuanchao's memory would fade, and he wouldn't remember her. Yang Hong lay in her hospital bed, filled with regret, and Shang urged her to start anew. And Yukwa confronted her about her actions, expressing disappointment. Yang Hong, too, regretted her choices. Brother Wu handed Alan his business card, urging him to reach out when he was released. And Shang informed An Xin that he had taken a leave of absence, emphasizing that both his family and company relied on him. And Shang also tidied An Xin's room in the house, assuring her that she always had a home there. Shiner visited An Xin to apologize, referring to her as sister, a gesture An Xin had already forgiven. Ling Yu decided to entrust the Lingshi group to his brother Ling Fong, remaining with Newell. Yo-Yo and Zhao Lei recruited new members for their studio, and Ling Yu and An Shang forged a partnership. An Xin's comics were selling well, with many publishers eager to sign deals. However, there was already a market imitator using her name, prompting An Xin to consider a name change. Xiaoishan and Ailey sat on the beach, planning their future together. Shiner visited Ling Shang at the police station, offering continued support despite his despondency. She vowed to wait for him as he had for her, wearing their engagement ring. An Xin signed autographs for her readers, with Shiner coming to visit. An Xin's comics featured a character based on Shiner, culminating in a happy ending. An Xin gifted Shiner a new book. Shiner inaugurated a new 5G logistics warehouse at Sanyao Station. During their conversation, Ailey called An Xin, informing her that Ling Yu had disappeared. An Xin rushed back to search for him. On her way, An Xin encountered a group of people urging her to participate in a lottery. Reluctantly, she drew and surprisingly won a prize. A small motorcycle, reminiscent of her time at the rookie station. Attached to the motorcycle was a note instructing her to embark on a journey with guided signs along the way. An Xin rode the small motorcycle to the amusement park where she had shared memories with Ling Yu. To her surprise, Ling Yu suddenly appeared and proposed marriage. Overjoyed, An Xin accepted. They shared a kiss as their friends lit fireworks, creating a grand and romantic display in the sky, a fitting celebration for their love.